Welcome back. This is Arunava Chaudhuri. You are live on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. It is September the 17th. It's a Wednesday, and it is the match day for FC Goa in their AFC Champions League 2 opener against Al-Zawraa from Iraq. And let's have an enjoyable afternoon watching this game, and let's see what happens with the referee, match referee, having the whistle in his mouth. He's just waiting for the official on the side to give him a go ahead, and we have kickoff. And FC Goa playing in their traditional orange and blue kit. Al-Zawraa playing in white, the Iraqis, and Goa playing from right to left, Al-Zawraa playing from left to right, and misfired, but the Iraqis are able to clear, and Akash Sangwan wins a throw-in for the Gores, who of course hope to do better than their Kolkata-based rivals, Mohun Bagan super giant, who disappointed Al-Zawraa, trying to attack. Oh, that was... trying to stop him. Slippery. The Iraqis in attack. Ritik Tiwari coming off his line. And that ball lands on the net. 45 seconds in. And Goa lucky not to concede that early. Paul Moreno. And Ritik Tiwari wanted to go off his line, but then decides against it. And the ball lands just on the net. Lucky there. Will Nizar, their left attacking winger, Nizar Mahmood Al Rashdan. FC Goa will have to face an opposition which will not be easy for them. And let's see what they can do. Can they exert their midfield dominance? It's foul given against Dejan Drazic. One of the heroes of that playoff match against Al-Sib. Interesting to see how Zawraa and FC Goa set themselves up in this encounter. It's a mainly Iraqi team. Clarence Bitang is of Cameroon. And they've got a couple of Jordanians as well as in Bahraini in their squad, and they'll allow the ball to simply fly out. What FC Goa have called on their foreign legion of players, be it Paul Moreno, Javi Severio, David Timor, Borja Herrera, Iker Goruchena, the 5 Spaniards, plus the Serbian Dejan Drazic. So it's very interesting to see how they are able to cope with this encounter. Very interesting to see as Iraqi goalkeeper and captain Jalal Hassan, who's of course also a national team player, puts it forward. Good to see that fans are attending this game at the Fatorda in Goa. FC Goa can do with every bit of support that they can get in this encounter, because otherwise, it's not easy for an Indian team to face continental opposition. We realized that yesterday, Mohun Bagan against Ahal FK from Turkmenistan, a disappointing 0-1 loss. Zawraa plays it forward, but the attacking winger Mohamed Kasim can't get to the ball. Ritik Tiwari with the ball. The young keeper who's convinced one and all with his performances in recent weeks and months. FC Goa combining. Drazic tries to play it through. Javi Severio loses the ball. Chip it forward, has to be cleared by the Gores, and well done by Boris Singh. Moreno. Drazic. Sangwan Moreno. Guruchena. Oh, that was a bad one. Nimdorji Tamang, and that's a chance, and that's against the post. Lucky there for FC Goa. Al-Zawraa with their second chance early on. Dejan Drazic beats his marker. Keeps the ball. The Serbian. The Cameroonian wins it. Guruchena wins it back for Goa. Siverio keeps it. Under pressure. Iker Guruchena. No, sorry, Dejan Drazic plays it wide. Udanta, can he get to it? Yes, Udanta, who recently scored for India against Oman in the CAF Nations Cup. You see the intensity from Al-Zawraa. Zawraa, a different level. Nimdorji Tamang coming in for Sandesh Jingan. Iker Guruchena, nice little turn, plays it wide to Udanta. Udanta with a good cross. Good chance there for a header. Drazic squares it. No, that's too easy. And Al-Zawraa will try and break. And could break here. Have to be careful. The Gores. Akar Sangwan plays it back to his keeper. Ritik Tiwari. As we see the replay. Lovely ball in. But too much of placement by number 19, Mohamed Kasim. Two good early chances in the first 5 minutes for Al-Zawraa. Yep, the Iraqis directly on top in this encounter. As their head coach, Abdul Ghani. Shahid, and that might be a chance for Goa. Still with the Gores. Could be a chance there, but it should be a corner. No. Iker Guruchena. Yeah, it is a corner, sorry. First corner of the match, Iker Guruchena, captain of the day. And there's a discussion going on between Javi Simerio and Jalil, the keeper. Borja Herrera is going to take the corner for the Gores. The referee has it in his view. The Iraqis have their arms around their players and he's watching it. He says, wow, yeah, a lot of intensity in this game in the first 5 minutes. Borja wants to take the corner. He's being asked to wait. And the referee, it looks like it. Yeah, there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on in that box with Jabbar, the centre-back, also involved. And there is a man down. Jalil clears. On as far as Drazic, that's a good ball in. That's a chance! Javi Siverio, but it's offside. It's a good ball in from Dejan Drazic. And Javi Siverio puts it over. As we see the situation, let's see what the ball. Oh, yeah. Almost, says Dia. First chance for FC Goa. Of course, we'll be hoping to take something out of this game. Istiklal, the weakest opponent for FC Goa in this group. Zawraa, an experienced team. A lot of Iraqi internationals. And then, of course, the addition of Clarence Bitang. Midfielder Nizar Al-Rashdan, the Jordanian. Rizak Bani Hani as well. Yeah, they've got quality in their lines. And FC Goa intercept. Borja looking for Udanta. Plays it off to Dejan Drazic. Can he get a shot? And that should be a free kick. Yes. And that will be the first card of the match for Nisar Al-Rashdan, the midfielder from Jordan. Free kick for FC Goa. Should be a matter for Borja Herrera. Or will Ika Guruchena, will Dejan Drazic get involved in that? Will it be indirect? Will it be direct? Looks like Paul Moreno is putting the ball in position. Borja also coming in. The Iraqi is careful. And I fully agree with it. This is a kind of game we want to see. Yeah, direct action, end-to-end action at both ends. Moreno into the wall. Borja blocked again. Drazic has to figure out and wins a throw-in. Akamashim Rahman. Ball cleared. And Clarence Bitang clears the ball out of danger. The man from Cameroon has been a traveler mainly around Asia. The 33-year-old who's played in Saudi, in Jordan, in the United Arab Emirates, Kazakhstan League, and now Al-Zawraa trying to attack. And that's a shot. And that's an easy save for Ritik Tiwari. But you never know with these ones. Long range attempt by Isa Al-Rashdan. The Jordanian international. Interesting to see him, who's traveled and played, of course, at home in Jordan, but has played in Iraq, in the United Arab Emirates, and in Bahrain. Free kick. Oh, no, sorry, goal kick. Sorry, okay. A little confusing. The signs of the head coach. The head referee. Ball goes back to Jalil Hassan. Not only Jordan, but also the Iraqi national team goalkeeper. +13 minutes. Yesterday's game was pathetic. Yes, D, that was not good enough from Mohammedan Super Giants. Ahal FK, sorry. Genuine winner, and that is a long ball. Will he get to it? No, he won't. Ismail. come Ismail. Goal kick for Goa. We're in the 15th minute. Al-Zawraa trying to clear, and Dejan Drazic very smartly ensures no one gets to the ball. Wins a throw-in for the Gauls. Manolo Marquez just being shown. Ball back. Akash Sangwan. Wrong turn. Arunava, can you do Super Cup commentary? Theoretically, yes. But that's not up to me. That's for the broadcaster, to whoever is the broadcaster, or yeah, that is for them to decide. So not for me. Goruchena, yeah. So far, okay, not impressive. I would say that Ika Goruchena, that wins the ball. That was impressive, yes. The Iraqis win the ball back. Akash Sangwan just lets the ball fly, and that should be a throw-in for Al-Zawraa. And the Iraqis have come with an intention to try and win this. It's very, very clearly evident from the first few minutes. They're not here to take any prisoners, as one would say. Mistake by the Gauls. That ball goes across. Ismail can't get his head to it. Faisal Al-Humaydan unable to get to the ball. And the FC Goa coaches already having a word with each other. Assistant coach telling Manolo something to have a look at watch. And that's the challenge for Manolo today. How can you keep your lines together in such a game? Chance for the Gauls, but the counter again for the Iraqis. It is Faisal Al-Humaydin. And that was a little selfish from Al-Rashdan, the Jordanian international. Boris next to Nim Dorji, who's of course come in because of the injury to Sandesh Jingan. Ball being played around, nice ball in the middle. Oh, yes. There's a slip. Moreno trying to find Ikar Guruchena, doesn't do that. Bitang, Clemens Bitang, and then back to a centre back. Al-Rashdan has a lot of the ball, chips it nicely, but well blocked by Moreno and Sangwan. Ritik Tiwari with the ball. Yeah, Goa have to be smart in their game. Because this opponent will not give you too many chances, and that should be a foul against the Gauls. Let's see, Dejan Drazic turns, plays it forward. Severio. And that's a stamp from Javi Severio against Albu Mohammed. It's a help from the referee to get up again. That stamp will hurt a little, but should be fine. as the Iraqis have the ball. 19 minutes played, still goalless at the Fatorda. What do you guys think so far of the game? Those of you who are watching, listening. Yeah. The Iraqis have the ball. Hi, Ajay. I'm doing good. Good to see you back. Bitang with the balls. Clemens Bitang plays it forward. Jabbar keeps the ball in. Plays it short. Has to be smart. Cleared by the Gores. Was going to come back. Long range attempt. Not on target. Sorry. Need to turn this off. At the Fatorda. Not too many fans at the ground. That's a little disappointing, I have to say. And you can see the big long ball across to Faisal. Can he keep it in? Ismail, sorry. Ismail can keep it in. Plays it to Al Rashdan. Back to Bitang. Plays it wide to Abu Muhammad. Jabbar. Nice little combination play from the Iraqis, and that's offside. Why no crowd in the stadium? I don't know. Honestly, I would not know why there aren't many fans at the ground. Disappointing, to say the least. We need to win this. We need to better our club chances in Asia. Yeah, Ajay, easier said than done. Just see the quality with which the opponent is playing, and that in itself is a challenge. Al-Zawraa, no pushovers. This is a level of football which you normally don't face, and that should be a throw-in for the Gauze. So therefore, not an easy task for the Gauze. A tougher game surely for them than for Mohun Bagan yesterday. I think a lot of people would have expected Mohun Bagan to win, but the Mariners suffered a disappointing defeat. Akash Sangwan, but that ball goes out. A little bit too over enthusiastic in that situation. The left back. The Iraqis, after 22 minutes, the better of the two teams, also have had the better chances in this AFC Champions League 2 match encounter. And those of you who are watching, hopefully you will leave a like behind on this channel and support this channel as well and subscribe. Oh, Al-Zawraa into the danger zone. Cleared by the Gauze. Have to be careful. Boris with the long ball out of danger. That was needed. Simple mistakes will not do today. Yeah, Zawraa is far superior than from any ISL club. Yeah, Ajay, exactly, that's the problem. And N7 says Mahon Town, Team FC Goa, Forza Goa, Uzo. I'll watch FC Goa match even when that ankle is broken. Yes, N7, that's great to see the support from your side. And Goa play the ball out. Throw in for the Iraqis who are playing in white. Mano Marquez. An experienced customer. Iraqis are playing amongst themselves. Kasim That's a long-range attempt from Faisal Al-Humaydan. Mahdi Faisal Al-Humaydan. They're trying it, the Iraqis, from distance. Very interesting. I don't know if that's one of their scouting observations has been to cause problems for Ritik Tiwari in goal. As we see some of the crowds present. And Drazic. And the Iraqis have the ball back. Cannot watch it. How is the match? Roshan, so far, good game of football. The Iraqis are surely better. Had two very good chances in the first 5 minutes. And now they're trying to start their gameplay, control the ball. And let's see. Imdoji Tamang clearing the ball from a throw-in for the guests. Is this the game week 1 of ASL 2? Yes, N7. This is game week 1 of all Asian competitions in regard to Champions League Elite as well as Champions League 2. And Al-Zawraa gets the ball into the danger zone and Akar Sangwan clears. Iraq have quality to build little attack. It's good if they try to go for long shots. Yeah, you never know what works. So therefore, Ajay, I don't know if that will be cleared by Akar Sangwan. Again headed out. The Iraqis again have the ball back. Oh, that's important. Ritik Tiwari comes out. Plays on to Udanta. Borja has to fill in like a holding 6, of course. Likes to be more attacking, but has to. Ika Goruchena also dropping back. Oh, it's also an interesting thing to see how Goa manage themselves when they play in this situation. The Goas play the ball back. Akar Sangwan. Timur. Again, Sangwan plays it long, looking for Drazic, who keeps the ball, but loses it. Earns at least a throw-in. Good game so far. Of Kolmat action, the Iraqis nearly spill the ball and earn a free kick. The Gauze. They're not happy with the referee. Fartosi having a word. Metham Al-Fartuzi. Okay. I want Bryson Fernandez instead of Sever. Is more clinical and better in all aspects, but both players' position are different. Yeah, N7. You said it yourself. They're not in the same position, and you need a number 9. So again, I don't think that Bryson is the alternative to Javi Severio, and physically, Bryson is not of the level that Javi Severio is. So that's also a factor, or actually any of our players. And Severio has free kick for could be a good chance in the 29th minute. This could be something. Is it Moreno? No, he's walking away. It's either Timor or Borja Herrera. Could be a distance for Borja to try. David Timor tries it. And Borja miscues it. Boris comes in. Good cross. Cleared by the Iraqis. And Throw in for FC Goa. Once more, free kick. Timor doesn't get any height of it. And Borrera totally miscues the ball. David Timor. Timor has the chance to be the game changer. And yeah, Ajay, he takes up the role from Carl McHugh. And those are big shoes to fill. Boris. Cleared once more by the Iraqis for a throw in. And that's a good opportunity for Guruchina, blocked by the Iraqis. Iraqis combine, play their wave up. Play back. Raj, I think it's a difficult comparison if FC Goa are way better or not. They're playing with 6 foreigners, that's one. And but the Iraqis are also better than Ahal. So therefore, I don't know if this comparison about yesterday and today really works. Bora with the chance. Sorry, not Ika Guruchina. FC Goa at least is trying to give them that. And 6 foreigners is something different than playing only 3. Al-Zawraa. David Timor is on paper one of the best ever central defensive midfielder signing in India. I hope he does actually prove it on the pitch. Yeah, you actually say, you actually say it on paper, and that's the point, Ajay. He has to prove that he is of the quality, of the potential that he holds. He has that potential, no doubt about it. I totally agree with you that. But he has to showcase that and prove it, and that will be the interesting part. I'd say FC Goa looks little bit match fit. Yeah, they look better than Mohun Bagan, surely. So that's a given. Ball being played around. Nathan can't do anything with it. Borja. Timor. Looking for Drazic, doesn't find him. Back with the Gores. But yes, it looks like football what the Gores are trying to play. And they survived the first 5 minutes without conceding a goal or two. That's, I think, the most important thing. Boris, does he beat his marker? No, he doesn't. Rahman, the centre back. And cleared by Min Dorji Tamang for a throw in 33rd minute. Still goalless between FC Goa and Al-Zawraa of Iraq. Mumbai fans are finally waking up. Questions are asked by management. Yeah, that's bound to happen. Chance maybe for the Goza play back. Borja looking to play to Boris, who has the ball. Yeah, so for the Mohun fans, it's a harsh wake up because all these problems have been there, but Pitang with the long ball, it's going to reach Jabbar, who's going to keep it in against Akar Sangwan. Cuts in, important from Timor, from David Timor, to help his left back. We play with attacking intent instead of cautious. Is it attacking intent rather than being cautious? I'm not sure, because don't compare how FC Goa play in the ISL to how they play here. Because in the ISL they try and play football. Here they are, it's starting to remind me a little bit of the Al-Seed game. The Goa is dropping deep and waiting for counter-attack opportunities or attacking opportunities. Is Al better than them? No, no way, no way. The Iraqis are way better. Good evening, Dark Knight. Welcome back. The Iraqis playing amongst themselves in the back line, 34 plus minutes. It's a challenge now. Yes, they go on, need to find ways of breaking them down, falling deep in a 4-4-2 formation now. Borja leaves his pressing position, drops back again. Interesting to see. Kasim to his right back, Albu Mohammed. Oh, that's a nice one. But Ritik Tiwari is there. Then by that, FC Goa is playing better than Bagan. I think it is not very difficult to play better than Mohun Bagan. But again, I guess we will have that discussion once this game is also finished, because there could be a surprise, maybe, who knows. But on the other side, the Iraqis are also capable of scoring 3-4 against Goa. So I'm not sure where the journey goes. I'm hoping that FC Goa can pull something off, but the Iraqis have the ball again, and they'll surely have more of the ball. So that's one thing. Al-Fartusi, the centre back, looking for options. He plays it to his Cameroonian Bitang, and that's foul from Borja Herrera. Brings down Clarence Bitang, experienced Cameroonian. Yeah, that's a foul. I didn't do anything. Yeah, but you were in the way. Hassan Jabbar Said with the free kick. And Fartusi with the header, but no problem for Ritik Tiwari. He's one of those players who's really impressed me last season. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, came out of nowhere, took the place of Lakshmikant Katimani. Oh, well kept by Severio. Guru Chena plays the ball to Boris. Back to Iker Guru Chena. Plays it back to centre back. And that's a foul against Iker Guru Chena. Al-Fartusi. Yeah, that's a foul. I'm counting 4. 2 Jordanians, 1 Bahraini, and 1 Cameroonian. 4 foreigners. Dark Knight. Free kick Borja. That's a good ball in. Can they do something? Dejan Drazic beats his marker. Can they keep the ball in? He does, but Al-Zawraa. Now the referee. I don't know what happened there. It's Severio. Was that contact on purpose or did it just happen? For Durgam Ismail. Al-Zawraa coach Abdul Ghani Shahad doesn't seem to be too happy. And on the other side, Manuel Marquez, we're in the 40th minute. Okay. Was contact, got tripped, and then I guess got stuck in the ground. I don't know, we'll be happy with what this team have played so far. As the Fatorda crowd is being shown. Al-Rashdan has the ball, the Jordanian international. He plays it across to centre back Al-Fartuzi. Clearance Bitang. Chips it forward. Jabbar, can he keep it in? And he wins no, ball was out before that. Otherwise, he would have gotten a throw in. That means throw in for FC Goa and Akash Sangwan. Yeah, it's a level of battle for Akash Sangwan, which is unusual for. Dejan Drazic with a foul on Albu Mohammed, the right back. And a quick reminder, those of you who are all watching, if you're liking our conversation, if you're liking what we're talking about, do leave a like behind. Do share it with others to potentially join us in this live watch along. And of course, also, if you're not a subscriber, do subscribe to this channel and let's keep on growing the community as we close in towards. And that's a good chance and a good clearance. Very good clearance from Ritik Tiwari. I think Al-Rashdan was there. Yeah, hopefully they will show now the replay. Jabbar with the ball. Oh, it's an own. Al-Rashdan and Ritik Tiwari just gets his hand to it. Throw in Goa from the left. Sangwan. Drazic with the ball. Nice piece of skill. Beats 2-3 players, but then loses it to Clemens Bitang. Yes, Dipesh. Very good save by Ritik Tiwari. If we can keep this up for another season or two, could be a future number one for India. Has the composure. Is good on the line. Has the height also on his side. So let's see how he evolves, he develops as a player. As the ball is back with the Iraqi goalkeeper Jalal Hassan. As the Iraqi play amongst themselves. Mohanbagan is nothing in front of FC Goa players. Mohanbagan is nothing in front of FC Goa. Players are showing courage. Yeah, Dipesh, so far, so good. And this is a tougher opponent. You know, that has to be also said. The Iraqis combining themselves through. Ball into the middle. That should be... Ooh. And saved twice. Jabbar plays it across, and the ball's gone in. as you say. Who's it in the end? It's I think Bani Hani, the Jordanian international, with the first goal for Al-Zawraa. It was coming, if one has to be honest about it. And good save from Ritik Tiwari, and then another ball into the danger zone. And then ricochet of Mimdorji Tamang. A little bit of luck there for the Iraqis. As Boris had just gone down. Boris, if he just stays up, maybe he can clear something. Rezik Bani Hani, the Jordanian international, who's joined from Al Hussein Sports Club. Al Hussein, of course, the opponents of Mohun Bagan, Super Giants. And Rezik Mohammed Saleh Bani Hani, born in Minneapolis in the US, the 5'11" striker, 23 years of age, 3 matches for Jordan so far. And has played in Jordan, has played for Selangor in Malaysia as well. Oh, that might be a chance for Dejan Drazic. Ball across. And the Gauze want a corner. I don't know why you want the corner. I don't think it was a corner. This is what happens. You don't take your chances. Yeah, Gusto, you could see that, but Al-Zawraa also had their chances early on, right? They should have been up 1-0 or maybe even 2-0 after 5 minutes. No, there is no contact. There is no contact, and therefore there is no corner. Augusto, I think the Iraqis are leading deservingly, if you ask me that way. Long ball out. Cleared by the Gauze. Comes back again. But no opportunity there. Tiwari Moreno. Yeah, the Gauze have to do something. They're now 1 goal behind. And the Iraqis, Moreno comes in. It's not a good ball, luckily, from Jabbar. Oh. Again, Drazic keeps the ball, but is it? And yeah, for that foul. Clarence Bitang with a yellow card. Yeah, throws himself at Dejan Drazic. Do you agree with the handshake round between India and Pakistan, or is it? I have not followed it, so I don't know. Little lucky goal for Al-Zawraa. No, I don't think so, Siddharth. It was, in the end, it looks maybe a little lucky. We'll go. Let's see. Goa. And that is half time. I don't think it is a lucky goal, Siddharth, if you ask me. They are the better side. It's just that maybe the timing is a little unlucky for Goa, that you concede in the 45th minute. But if you look at the chances in the first 5, then I'd say they deserve the lead. Right? Mohun Bagan doomed to finish last in the group. Arijit, if they don't up their standards in the next games, yes. If you ask me that way, that was a poor performance from Mohun Bagan Super Giant yesterday. and Ahal Football Club deservingly won that encounter. So yeah, that's the reality. FC Goa can score one in second half for sure, says Harsh. Yeah. So that's something. Halftime impressions. Yeah, Raj. Overall, good game by the Goas against a superior opponent who had their chances early on, and then they tried their luck with long range attempts, and then later on realized, you know what, might be better that we try and play football rather than work football. And on that front, were able to get the goal on the 45th minute with Rezik Bani Hani scoring for them, and just before that, also of course Ritik Tiwari clearing the ball. So overall, yeah, if I'm honest, they deserve the lead. If I see the number of them, just watching the overall highlights, how the goal happened was, yeah, might be a little lucky, but we're clear. So let's see. Do you think Mohun Bagan were too arrogant not to field all their foreigners? Like FC Goa did we have seen drastic differences within two games? Rushabh, I said it yesterday multiple times. I don't know what the status of the players at Mohun Bagan is. If they're all fit, if they're not fit. And interestingly, it shows 9 shots each, but 0 on target for FC Goa, and Al-Zawraa have 5 on target. 51 to 49% ball possession for the guests, 203 to 153 passes. The accuracy is 67% only with FC Goa, 83%. And the Goas have 1 corner to their name. And Boston had really impressed me. Those 3 crosses and that cutback were really good. Too bad FC Goa couldn't convert those chances. Yeah. Bengali media reports Molina tussle with Dimi. Raj, there are those pictures. I don't know what happened. Again, Petratos didn't play, and again the players were not playing that well that you could say, you know what, keep him out and try some other players. So therefore, from that logic, I don't know what transpired yesterday, but to me, I don't know if Petratos is not fit or fully fit or whatever. But if I have the opportunity to play Dimi Petratos or have him as an option, why not, use him, right? So from that perspective, I would have said, I don't know, because Molina said I was happy, this and everything, and like it sounded like, okay, you're trying to get out of jail card sort of situation, and to me that didn't make sense, because to me, Mohun Bagan played a terrible game yesterday, and again, and you saw when you had 5 foreigners that they were better, simply better. Dark Knight says they were continuously knocking the door as the results scored a goal. Yeah, Dark Knight, that's very true. So I was watching JDT was Buriram United, and these teams were playing with 8-9 foreigners in this team. These asset teams play with a lot of foreigners in ACL. Yeah, I don't know. That's this. Why do you think that in ACL and ACL2 that the Southeastern Asian teams have been successful, right? I know that we always talk that the Arabs are playing with X number of foreigners, but again, those who want to, those who can, again, the ASEAN nations do that as well quite a lot. Honestly speaking, whatever the playing 11, yesterday's match was the easiest match in the ACL fixture for both teams combined. Should have won. Ajay, should have won is always, that speaks of a certain arrogance. If you look at the way Arkadak played last year, Altin Asir, Rafshan, all these matches that we've played in the last 2 seasons. So therefore, from that perspective, I don't know if they should have won. Mohun Bagan yesterday was certainly not in a position to win against such an opponent, and if they had better finishing, they would have potentially scored more goals. So from that perspective, yeah. Udanta seems fit and same as Flash, like old days. Hope he will do more well. Yeah, Sinath, he's played well, and despite people questioning why he's been part of the Manolo and even under the Khalid Jamil squads, I think you know. Um, so therefore, from that perspective, yeah, he's important, and Manolo has trusted him, has even used him as a right back if needed, or as a left attacking player. So this is something, yeah. I feel this Mohun Bagan squad suits more Haba style than Molina. Raj, the question is, even if Molina was there, with the way that the players were playing, that the way that they seem to be out of sorts, right? That's the problem. So let's see. Look, I know you're angry, but FC Goa is playing far better than Mohun Bagan Super Giant. The Iraqi side is not cakewalk. Why am I angry? Why should I be angry? I don't know, Aditya. And yeah, FC Goa playing far better. Surely, they're in a better rhythm, right? But these Iraqis are on a different level, you know. So let's see. I knew this would have to happen tomorrow when Molina gave Greg excuse. Yeah, but Raj, does the Greg Stewart, is that your solution to the problems? If Greg Stewart was there yesterday, I think you need a defensive screen. And for example, take out Alberto Rodriguez yesterday, and Mumbai would have lost 3-4 goals. That is the sad part, right? This is too embarrassing now for Mumbai. We refuse to release Indian players, even for under 23s. We could have seen more of Suhail Bhatt. They're so loaded in that position already. Couldn't be more pissed. Rishabh, yes, it it. If you win this, then it's of a then there's no conversation. But when you lose the way you did lose yesterday, and you lost deservingly, so therefore for me, yeah. But a friend of mine said the day before the game, he said, "Listen, we're going to lose," and he's a huge Mohun Bagan fan. He said, let's see. Good intensity and a good fight from Mexico. They salvage something. Simon, let's hope so. But again, the fear is this: the Iraqis can score 2-3 more, and walk away with a 3 or a 4-0 or a 3-1, 4-1. That could also be possible. So let's see what FC Goa can do. Not gonna lie, Sangwan did whatever he could. This FC Goa without Sunday seems like without a leader. I don't think so. I think this FC Goa has done whatever they thing. The Iraqi pass, the transition, the passes, and the goal, it was sealed as a goal. Yeah, Aditya, different level, different quality. Who else missing? Edubadi and FC Goa. He spent 6 years with this team. Yeah, so that he had his time. Polosto said they have got some new players. Does that mean if they were more gelled up, it would have been a different game? I don't think so. Where were the new players? The new players were what? Abhishek Thekcham was playing, and the rest was old, right? So, I don't know if that's Molina is more of a defensive. Yes, Molina is more of a defensive coach like Habas, right? But again, there is defensive, and yeah. On a happier note, 2 transfer youth players, Zahil and Van, have signed for Tokyo 23 FC. Great for exposure and sitting on the bench of ASEC clubs, whatever the tier they're playing in Japan. Ajay, let's see what it brings to them. How much can they play? How much will they play? Because that's going to be the challenge for these boys. But yeah, let's see. Big game tonight. Chelsea was Bayern. Yes. Also, what's with this Middle Eastern team's love with counter-attacking football? Perhaps Khalid prefers counter-attacking football. After all, he was originally from Kuwait. Nitya, I don't know if Khalid is a counter-attacking person. So, yeah. Defensive. I meant this game, Al-Zawraa have new players. Yeah, okay. Yeah. They have got a number of new players. If you look at, the goal scorer, Bani Hani, for example, Nisar Al-Rashdan, the playmaker, both Jordanians. You had Mahdi Al Umaidan, the number 9, is also a new player. So therefore, yeah, so they've got a number of new players. Ismail, the number 11, is new. So therefore, yeah, that's again at the beginning of the season to play such teams. Yeah, so that's where it. What's with the ignoring the message? I don't want to talk about Churchill. Where did you say something about Churchill Brothers? I don't see anything. Sorry, missed that one. Right. No, I missed a lot of questions. Sorry, I missed a lot of ones. Why is it suddenly cropping up? Sorry, where's more of Vince coach? Churchill Brothers going to High Court to stop international promotion, rather various reasons. Perhaps they want vengeance now that Aditya, this case has been lost, and that the Delhi High Court is entertaining this case should be, someone should tell the Delhi High Court, said, guys, this is not your. This is the problem, right? We go back to the jurisdiction topic, and therefore, yeah. Monma players was looking exhausted yesterday for 90 minutes, even the foreigners. So that they didn't look match fit for a 90-minute continental game. I don't, so India's direct FC spot is gone. Looks like it, Raj. ACL 2 spot seems to be gone. Vikram, I'm doing good. How are you? It's much terrible. Vikram, terrible. Done a separate video on that. It's just embarrassing the way that Mohun Bagan played that game. To me, it was just not good enough for a team like Mohun Bagan Super Giants of the stature, right? But again, Mohun Bagan Super Giants in Asia have been a big disappointment over the years. And there's a lot of people are forgetting Mohun Bagan don't have a good track record in Asia. So that's also a reality of things. And if I like it, you like it, we like it, anyone likes it. That's also something that we have to remember about Mohun Bagan in Asia. Raj answers Khalid is ultra defensive. Hope for a Chelsea storm and Bayern. I don't think so. I think Bayern are settled on that. I am good. Went up to me just in this game. Much better quality opposition than what we saw in the Iraqi league is very good. Yeah, much better. But again, FC Goa will have to now try and do something. Remember Ismail, the right back played was against Al-Zawraa. Yeah, Simon, I do remember. FC Goa backline at times looked shaky. That's concerning. Yes, they are, because they are being put under pressure and they're being beaten. And that's something that both Boris and Akash need to be very, very careful about, because that potential is certainly there. Someone banned Churchill Brothers. High time FIFA must ban them at least 5 years. Siddharth, these are things that are not in the remit of FIFA. It's for the AFF to step in, but we've seen the AFF still has not formally announced that Inter Kashi will be a top tier club. Let's wait and see. Watch Mohun Bagan Super Giants Jamshedpur Percy first leg. Khalid played pure counter-attack football. Again, Khalid is a club coach who has no international experience. So yeah, besides the team was not good in Kafa. Okay, I was expecting better game from Mohun Bagan yesterday, like the way they made hype before the games and all. See that the hype, you guys fall for the hype. Never fall for the hype. That's why I said the last few days, I don't know what to expect from Mohun Bagan Super Giant. There's a lot of talk, there's that, everything, and they played the way they can play, and they were not good enough, right? For me, that was not good enough. So therefore, for me, they lost. What are the weaknesses of Zawraa tactically so far? I feel they looked a bit rattled with the FC Goa press for the first 15-20 minutes. I don't think they were rattled. I think they're playing their game. They could have scored, an early goal in the first 5 minutes, right, with 2 chances. But they didn't in the end, and so therefore, FC Goa got a little bit of a toll and tried to play a little bit of their game. But again, now it'll be interesting to see if FC Goa can come back. Can they score an early goal or something? And therefore, let's see. The goal scorer on the left, moving into the box. Ball is behind him. Plays it across. And did the ball cross the line? No, it didn't, right? Okay. Lucky getaway within the first 30 seconds of the second half for FC Goa. Bani Hani. Churchill, current owner, is a politician, and their whole family is strict control to go on politics, so High Court pastime is obvious. Churchill Brothers has always been, it's a corner for the Iraqis, Al-Zawraa, with Jabbar putting it in, good corner, sorry. Oh, Bitang loses the ball. Now a chance maybe to break. Borja looking to play it across to Drazic, not good enough. I still remember Mohambagan, and Odisha FC in Salt Lake, the whole crowd was buzzing and overconfidence was clear in the air after 2 goals. Little did they know the voice of agony and sorrow will follow on. That AFC match was special for me. Okay. I feel fearing losing ACL 2 should not be a big concern. Our clubs never showed enough power to be there in the first place. Yeah, that's also a point. The Iraqis are trying to combine. Good by Udanta, Gorochena, David Timor, looking for options, and he plays it out to Udanta, who will keep the ball. Good ball. Udanta, can he swing one? Oh, Borja, Iker, Boris into the box, header from Udanta. Udanta turning into a heading monster at the moment after scoring against Oman for India. Not that bad, actually. One for the match, 90 minutes, I think is too long. Will fall like the others. Perhaps they forgot Ahal did not play it in ISL. Very true. Now Timor, Borja, twists and turns, looking at options. The problem with old Indian clubs is they don't want to accept the new football is not running old days. That's why hate towards new clubs is for real. Okay. Man down. We're going to do something. Says Aditya. Perhaps I spoke a bit too soon. They are already in the mode. Simon, as I said, they can score 2 or 3 more. And the question for FC Goa is how long can they keep their their 6 foreigners on. The minute that you put 4 foreigners, that opens the door for the Iraqis. Oh, and there we have it. Ika Guruchena does not look good at all. I hope it isn't an ACL as he did at his time at Mumbai City. That reaction is not good at all from Ika Guruchena. Looks like a serious injury, but he's walking at least. The captain, warming up, says the doctor. Guruchena wants to try. He wants to try. And this is something that the doctor now, we come back to this situation, and we've had this a few times. Guruchena did that at Mumbai City and had a small injury and then tore his ACL because he's not coming back on. Not good at all. And Guruchena, a dejected Guruchena standing there. And there we have only 5 foreigners left for the Gors. Al Rashdan plays it to Faisal. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. Goal kick for Goa, and I think they'll make the substitution now. Faisal Al Humaydan and Ayush Chetri is the replacement for Iker Guruchena. No, Simon, he's off. Means that Borja will play a little bit more of an attacking role now. And Ayush Chetri joins David Timur in defensive midfield. Boris. Can Udanta keep the ball in? No, he can't. Throw in for the Iraqis from Al-Zawraa. And they cleanly, loosely play forward. Moreno gives away throw in against Kasim. Yeah, Roshan, 0-1 for the Iraqis, and a deserving lead, one has to say. Bani Hani, Pitang, plays it back to centre back, Rahman. That's a goal. I hope it doesn't. I hope it does not weaken them. Udanta, Borja, Udanta in space. Udanta, Borja. Oh, lovely save. No, sorry, Ayush Chetri with the shot. Good shot, Ayush Chetri. What a save, as you say, Simon. Ayush Chetri comes on and creates his opportunity. Corner for FC Goa to be taken by Borja Herrera. And now after Mohanbagan Subhajan abysmal yesterday, a lot of talk around how a club 21 times smaller put forth a good performance winning the game at plus is one market value. Just no, it's not. Borja cleared. The market, whoever's done the calculations should, throw in for the Iraqis. Whoever's done that calculation should immediately, look for some other job, because it's a joke. Like we had the same discussion last year about Arkadag, about Alti Nasir, about Rafshan. The valuation of Indian clubs generally are way too high, right? So, yeah. Fine, FC Goa showing some class. Yeah, Siddharth, that was really a good finish before the corner, but there you see the Iraqis clearing their lines. Ismail. Al-Humaydan. No, that is terrible attempt from the left-sided winger. From Jordan. And Titik Tiwari to take a goal kick. 56th minute. Borja Herrera. Yeah. Wins and earns a throw-in, free kick against Niza Al-Rashan. And there's a yellow card also. Again, FC Goa got a free kick in goal position. Yeah, so that, let's see. Not smart enough, the Iraqis. Nizar Al-Rashdan, Jordanian international. Al-Zawraa. with their keeper Jalal Hassan trying to get it sorted. Kasim having a nice chat with Herrera. Iraqis have put their 4 tallest players, I guess, into the wall. Borja or David Timur. Borja will take it. Borja, it's a good free kick, but overcooked. Gets too much height under the ball. It's a nice curling free kick, but yeah, it's going way over. That's the difficulty with such free kicks. 58th minute. FC Goa 0, Al-Zawraa 1. Iraqis on the left, trying to combine themselves forward, but then played backwards, being played amongst their centre backs, Rahman and Al-Fartusi. They also take their keeper into this. Long ball forward. Boris clears it. Can Udanta keep it in? Yes, he does. Boris, Udanta. Throw in Goa. Borja. Oh. Bitang has to be careful because already has a card. And that pass from Borja is not good enough. Iraqis. David Timur plays it back to his keeper. Let's hope FC Goa scores and game ends in draw. Yeah, Siddharth, that's what we can all hope for. With nearly 59 minutes played. Ayush Udanta plays it to David Timur. This is better from the goals. David Timur looking for Borja. Borja looking for Javi. Oh, Javi Severio. So close, Simon. It's the best chance creation of FC Goa. But no real problem for the Iraqi goalkeeper. Long ball forward. Boris plays it back to his keeper. Ahead of Bani Hani, the goal scorer. The only goal scorer, 45th minute. Is Goa playing better than Mohan Surjan's? Roshan, much better. Much better. Goa is in the game, playing football, trying to play football, create things. All the things we were missing, One thing Indian clubs need to learn at Continental is that here you need speed. And I said pace of game is a bit slow. If Indian clubs catch this, for sure game will improve. Yeah, but pace is something, that's easier said than done. Right, so Danta loses the ball against Rahman. Throw in for the Iraqis, and there's a substitution happening. Kasim Majid is going to go off. Number 19. So that's a substitution. Sajid coming on. That's a foul from Severio against Rahman. Moonmangan got only one shot on target yesterday. Did they have a shot on target yesterday? I'm really missing that. FC Goa knocking doors too. Let's see, Siddharth, if this is really Goa knocking the doors or if it's something that the Iraqis are allowing to happen. It's like, are they taking a little break for now to try and come back? But Goa is certainly playing better football in this starting quarter of the second half. David Timor. Moreno. Akash puts the ball in. It's going to come as far as Udanta. Plays it back to Boris. Boris, double pass with Borja. David Timor being put under pressure. Boris. Can he beat his marker? Yes, he does. But, still with the gauze. Udanta. And that should be a foul against Ismail. As for pace, I don't think single club can better their pace to play at good pace. World League has to be better. Yeah, that's a very good point, right? That's a clear-cut foul from the substitute. Agree, Ajay. Free kick for the Gauls from the right. Borja, Dejan Drazic on the ball. Drazic has been quiet in the second 45 so far. And interestingly, 8 fouls from the Iraqis, only 4 from the Gauls. Borja or Treyan. Borja does it into the wall. Gets the ball back. Borja unhappy with himself. Borja is looking tired. Yeah, Simon, he's been asked to play a more defensive role. And that, I think, for him is not an easy ask and task. So Borja has to do a lot more defensive work than usual. And that is, something that is surely dragging him a little down. The Iraqis intercept the ball. Bani Hani, the goal scorer, moving towards the center. Plays it across to the right. That's a nice one to Jabbar. So set up the goal. The right back with a shot. Oh, Ritik Tiwari, very important save. Because that ball can sometimes just go through your hands. Important save. Now the goal is back in the ball. I want to see Udanta taking free kick, got that ability to, if we all remember Bora doing too much on every ball. Yeah. Could be an option. Akash. Timor chips it forward. Drazic won't get to it. And the Iraqis make a no-nonsense clearance. Throw in for the gauze. The good thing is for FC Goa that the Iraqis are dropping deep. Udanta on the right moves in. Borja, Boris. Can't get it to Udanta. Now has to be careful. And Drazic does well to retrieve the ball. Gets it back from David Timor. Dejan Drazic. Ball is too far. Maybe a chance for Borja. Just wide. No, Simon wasn't Udanta, was Borja Herrera. As Udanta goes off and Bryson Fernandez comes on. The young player of the season last term around. Udanta got replaced for what? Your option is to take off Drazic or to take off Udanta. So then you take off Udanta rather than Drazic. That's the logic. Boris doesn't play, get it to Bryson. See, you have to consider. You could take off Drazic and put Bryson in there, but is that what you want, what you need? Sajid has come in as a new left back. Takes the throw in. Wrong throw in, seems like. Boris looking for Bryson, but cleared by the Iraqis. That should be another throw in. Yeah, that's just high and skied as Hussein Fala is, I think, getting ready to come on. Indojitaman. And the Gauls are trying to combine their way forward. Drazic on that left flank beats his marker for earns a free kick against Jabbar. They replace Boris with Rabea. Could be an option as Faisal Mahdi, Faisal Al-Humaydi goes off, and Hussein Fala, the number 6, comes on. Simon, I'm not too convinced with that substitution. First match, international match. I don't know if Abdul Rabe defensive could work. Borja to take the free kick from the left. Borja, high, yeah. I thought he doesn't even get to it. Bitan tries to clear, but there's no players of his. Well, in the 70th minute, FC Goa now need to up the tempo a little bit more, create opportunities. They've got more of the ball in the second 45. That's a good sign. Long ball forward. And now Timor is down, foul against Bani Hani. Yeah. Hi, Anupam. Tiwari looked good throughout the match. You see him getting national team call-up after the ASL game. You see him as national team level player. Yes, I think Ritik Tiwari has the potential. I've said this last season multiple times. He could be a long-term replacement for Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, in my opinion. But again, I think he needs 1 or more 2 seasons. And I think we've got 1 or more 2 seasons at least of Gurpreet. So therefore, that's something that we can look forward. Hi, Yuvraj as FC Goa attack. Let me see. That should be a foul. Another foul, this time on Borja Herrera. Just to check on with you, too busy with some work. Though got the beautiful news of Delhi High Court honestly speaking, so not even somebody who now wants to follow in. Yeah, Yuvraj, it's gone to the level of joke, right? And that's something. Bitang with the foul, and you already had a yellow. Therefore, okay, maybe Borja wants it to Clarence Bitang. Yeah, Yuvraj has become a joke. It's not a matter for the Delhi High Court. And again, someone needs to tell the Delhi High Court it's not a matter of yours. And so that says Tanupam, don't hyper, keep after tournament, needs to improve a lot. Yeah, he needs to improve, but again, he's already better than most. So that's the thing. Free kick. Morha, and cleared by the Iraqis. We're trying to keep it in, but Boris, terrible ball in the middle. David Timur, class. And that is too much power, too much pace. It's going to be a goal kick for Al-Zawraa and their keeper, Jalal Hassan, the captain for the Iraqis. And Anupam was, asking questions, asking here, not hype players. Yeah, Anupam, always, as I said, to you and to everybody else, open to ask questions. To me, Ritik Tiwari is potentially next big thing as a goalkeeper. I think he's better than as a prospect. Bora can't keep the ball. Vitan plays with this man. That will be a throw in. So for me, sorry, Anupam, sorry to finish your. I think a keeper with a lot of potential. And yes, I think he needs that exposure. I think he has more in him than others. Now the Iraqis on the attack. Ball cross should be cleared by Moreno. Back with the Iraqis. Back with Ismail. Plays a short one to Sajad. Boris and Bryson clear. Bryson, terrible. Bryson just plays the ball out. Let's hope FC will get something here. Yes, they're still in it. Too much fouls by other players. I don't think so. They're targeting ball a lot. Pretty sure the grand policy of the days and delays will be followed to postpone things. If this happens, I would suggest our president to shut down first team, collect all the prize money, arbitration, and run youth. And he said, let's see what happens tomorrow since Delhi got his home ground of Delhi FC. Good night, sir. Take care. Yeah, thanks, Yuvraj. Good to see you. Even coming in for a short space of time. Do you think Siva is someone who has potential to go outside India? Yes, Roshan, I think he has that potential. If he wants to and considers that, I would think he has the potential. And Boris is going to try a long throw in. Doesn't get to Bryson. Ayush. Timur gets it across, but that pass will not get to Drazic. As the Iraqis play and combine. The ball is wobbling on that ground, and Fatorda, a substitute. Fala. Back to him. Oh, that was a weird one. I thought he's going to get at least a contact. Al-Fartusi, the centre back, in a right back position. Sandesh Jingan motivating his team. Yeah, a fully fit Sandesh Jingan would be of value. Paul Moreno looks a decent player. My opinion, your thoughts on himself? Yeah, so that looks solid. Big shoes to fill with Uday being Uday, and but he's done well today. Ball played out. Bryson. Can he beat his marker? Yeah, he does. Bryson! Good save by the keeper. And the Iraqis are living very, very dangerous. At a potential counter-attacking move. And Moreno. Play on. No handball given. Oh. Who slipped there? Was it Drazic? No. Borja Herrera. Once more. Ball out to Bryson. Beats his marker. And the keeper just takes. Essigona losing their steam a bit, need to keep up with them. Yeah, Simon, that's the problem. They're committing men forward, and that, of course, will give them space to Al-Zawraa to counter-attack. So that's a danger. But so far, That danger luckily hasn't been that big. That's, I think, the only positive so far. Severio should be a foul. No, keeps it. Lovely ball across. Bryson has to keep control of the ball. Bryson. Should have passed the ball. And Borja plays it to Bryson. Sorry, Boris. Bryson. Bryson turns nicely. Bryson has some space. Plays it to Boris. Boris in the danger zone. Should be totally miscued by Bryson. Totally miscued by Bryson Fernandez. Nice build up. Bryson finds Boris. Layoff by Borja. And Bryson totally. FC Goa aren't able to involve Drazic in the game. He's making some good runs on that side. Yeah, Simon, they're playing a lot on the right. Not a lot right. Actually, they're playing mostly on the right. And so that's a Simon. Is the writer with everyone who plays in continental competition? No, I don't think. Simon, a different point. So many extra touches. Yeah, Anupam, that's the problem of the quality of our players. No, at the end of the day, with the touches. Look at the Spaniards. Look at the Iraqis. Or look at the Middle Eastern players. Different level. And a technically good player like a Bryson, even in that situation, doesn't have the composure to at least get the ball goalwards. Again, Akash Sangwan loses the ball. And Bani Hani on the ground. But FC Goa play on. Boris, 78 minutes played. David Timur plays it across nicely to Borja. Borja plays it to Drazic. Can Drazic do something on that left? Yes, he beats his marker. Dejan Drazic and the edge of the box. Dejan Drazic. Oh, God. Totally got under the ball. And Rahman, the Iraqi centre back, not happy with his players. Akam Hashim Rahman, the Iraqi defender. And we have Sahil Tavora as well as Abdul Rabe. Okay, now Boris off, Abdul Rabe on. So, interesting. Substitution. As well as Sahil Tavora on for Nim Dorji. Okay, that's going to be an interesting one. Who's going to be the second centre back? Will he... Okay, so Goa trying to play with... Who's the second centre back? I'm not realizing this. Cleared by Al-Zawraa. Sahil Tavora loses the ball. Holds on to the man. Bani Hani still with the ball. Plays it out wide to Jabbar. Jabbar cuts in. Jabbar shoots. Just misses the target. On the 80th minute mark. Bryson had a chance. Yeah, FC Goa needs to take up Kalyan's off on that striker crash course. As Anupam. Yeah, I think the whole of Indian football needs to take up that offer. Hassan, Abdul Karim, Jabbar, Saeed. You've done, you must. No, he doesn't have to pass it to that. He could even, if he has got good contact, he gets a goal. He just gets underneath the ball. Foul on Javi Severio. Abdul Rabe, first minutes in an FC Goa shirt. Bryson, nicely played forward, but Banyani, goal scorer. Bitang, Clemens Bitang. Paniani. That's too much of space. And look at the Iraqis. Some or the other keeping the ball. Drazic has to get to it. Doesn't get to it. Loses it again. This is potato. These Middle Eastern teams always have that surprise elements creating chances out of nowhere. And that's how they frustrate opponents. Exactly, Simon. Once even the water and the corridor could have made it 2-0. Exactly, Anupam. That's what I said. They're always capable of scoring 2-3 more. That's the danger out of nowhere. But Goa have done really well, I feel. It's just that those half chances that Goa have had, just one of them going in, that would have made a difference. And now they're trying to keep the ball, control the match. And if need, play it long. Play it. Oh. Looks like Akash Sangwan is your second centre back. Let's say Goa played well so far. I feel they're not able to score. Yes, so that you will say on one side unlucky, others will say, if you're from the other side, you'll say, Abdul Rabe breaks through on the right. Let's see if we can get it in. Cleared by the Iraqis. Bryson with the ball. Bryson getting into the danger area. Abdul Rabe, man down. Drazic, Dejan Drazic. And that's a corner. Yeah, Simon, too much of an angle. Good pressure. Yes, Anupam. Goa trying. They're still alive. 83rd minute at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Fatorda in Margao in South Goa. Ismail on the floor. Hurgam Ismail, one of the summer signings of Al-Zawraa. Corner for FC Goa from the left. And seems to be he won't be playing anymore. Durgam Ismail. And the head coach Abdul Ghani Shahad is asking for an immediate substitution. Looks like the knee doesn't look good. Need to score while they're now a 10-man team. Yeah, Anupam. And triple substitution. Yeah, you were a little too slow with Sajjad and Umar waiting on the sidelines. And Ibrahim has already come in. Clarence Bitang goes off. And Sajjad Fadil comes on to give the Iraqis some options. Corner, Borja, that's a good one. Cleared by Ibrahim. Salta Borja, back to Borja. Can he get one in? Yes, that's good. And it is David Timor and Pau Moreno disturbing rather each other than helping each other. Ibrahim Gadamusi, who's come on. Sajid Ibrahim and Omar Nouri. Ibrahim beats his marker, but well defended by Abdul Rabe. Very attacking lineup now from FC Goa. 87th minute. Bani Hani. Dispossessed by Tavora and by Abdul Rabe. Drazic keeps it in. Long ball forward. But that keeper's going to come out. Obviously, a little bit of play acting. Or was there a contact? Let's see. Yes, there was contact, but again, Akam Hashim Rahman doesn't need to go down like that. The Iraqi centre back. That's how you also run down the clock sometimes. Goal kick. Moreno heads it forward. Javi Severio loses the ball, but no foul from both sides. Bani Hani, keeps it. Ibrahim has the ball. Ibrahim takes a shot. But that was way off target. Ball forward, cleared by the Iraqis, headed on. Again, Ibrahim tries to place. A chance for Goa now to break on the other side. Borja. I can't keep it in. Throw in, I think, for the Iraqis. Yeah. That's the problem. In 90th minute, Al-Zawraa. Happy to see this 1-0 it looks like. Ibrahim. Chaudhuri wins a free kick. Ball out to Borja. Into the box. Cleared by the keeper. And maybe a chance for the Iraqis now to break. Ball played to Bani Hani. Was being chased by Moreno. Ball through to Ibrahim, and post. Hits the goal post. Five minutes of added time. It seems to me. One second, why is this not? Sorry, my system is not reacting. Sorry, guys. One second, I need to start the task manager. It's a yellow card for Bani Hani. Sorry, guys. Seems to be some sort of problem at the back end. Ball out of the danger zone from the Iraqis. 92nd minute. Borja trying to create something. Oh, good ball into the danger zone. And oh, Javi Severio. How can you miss that? It's a good header from Javi Severio, but it's not on target. Ibrahima, another chance, and he puts it wide. Sorry, guys. At the moment, I'm trying to get you back into my back end. 1 second. And I've realized, 1 second. Corner for Al-Zawraa. Corner for the Iraqis in the 94th minute. Header. Wani blocked by Taura somehow. Throw in. Sorry, guys. Manolo. Iraqis on the left. The goal scorer, Bani Hani. Does he get it to his man? He does. And the ball goes in. Nisar Al-Rashdan with the second goal of the evening. Bani Hani, the scorer of the first goal, from one Jordanian to another, and Nizar Al-Rashdan sees the gap. Ritik Tiwari could have maybe done better on that one. And yeah, yeah, because he wants his team to win, I guess. No, that's missing here. Oh, yes, totally undeserved. But yeah, that was that mispass led to this counter. Like, yeah, Anupam, but that is part of the game. But still, FC Goa tried their best and gave, I would say, very good account of themselves in this game, if you ask me. Bryson plays it out to Abdul Rabe. That's not going to work. Now they have to be careful not to concede a third. And that is full time at the Fatorda. FC Goa give a great fight to Iraqi giants Al-Zawraa, but still in the end lose. And We have to sadly accept that. 1 second. I just have to enter into my account. Just 1 second. And yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's the reality. And how realistic was chances in case of loss to it? Roshan, you had to win at home if you had any hopes of chances. 15 possession with 20 shots, opponents got 20 shots, 16 shots. Yeah, but Siddharth, the shots, again, these blindly saying, oh, you know what, we had 20 shots, they had 16. How many did you have on target? Right, in the first half, I think Goa had as many and didn't have one on target. And yeah, they're better than us, right? And they proved it. So, sorry, just let me just put out my tweet. So, yeah, what more to say than FC Goa really tried their best and it wasn't to be. But there you see the difference between India and Iraq, right? There's a quality issue which I think nobody can deny, and yeah, and this was visible. I think they got great finishing style. Yeah, they've got no. I mean, that second goal is just realizing that there is space. The understanding that that I have to put the ball into that space. Just great finishing. Just great finishing, and yeah, disappointing to say the least. But again, there's no denying the fact that it was a deserving win for Al-Zawraa, and FC Goa gave everything, but yeah, they in the end came short, and that is the sad reality of the evening. We lacked in finishing, but he's just scored 2 goals. So that I don't. Again, this we have scored easy 2 goals. This that. Yeah, did we lack finishing? Even they hit the post, they hit this, they hit that. Yeah, if we want to win these kind of games, it has to be a perfect day for an Indian team. Then it is possible. But at the end of the day, yeah, as much as I would have liked FC Goa to cause an upset against Al-Zawraa Sports Club of Baghdad in Iraq, it looked difficult from the start, and they deservingly take home the points to Iraq because they were the better team today. And yeah, sad end because FC Goa did a lot of things right. They did, passion, fight, grit, some quality, especially around the 66, 70th mark. They showed that they were trying to play football, but in the end, the better class won. And that was, sadly, Al-Zawraa have the better class, and we all sadly need to accept that, and therefore it is very, very disappointing, and yeah. So therefore, I don't know. Let me know, guys. What do you think? What do you think about this this game in the end in the Champions League? We will win only when we learn to be clinical in front of goal. I wonder whether in coaching we actually do proper shooting drills. Sort of shooting drills is one thing. You said clinical or clinical is, I think, the point. It is to have the composure in front of goal to score. That is one thing. And to me, yeah, that's a thing. But again, if I look at the way the Iraqis played, then if I like it or not, I would have to say, you know what, they were better than us. And therefore, they deservingly take home the 3 points with the 2-0. They Goa play better than Mumbai yesterday. It's over 100%. FC Goa played football, not only tried but actually factually played football today. So that's the big difference between them and Mohun Bagan. Did they look rusty once in a while? Yes, they did. Some of the things you could clearly see that, and Al-Zawraa is also not a settled side. So therefore, yeah, let's wait and see. Do you see any of the two teams going to knock out? No. I didn't see it before. I don't see it now. And again, both without a win, I think winning will be the topic of this competition. So it's good performance from FC Goa. At least they're trying to play football compared to Mohun Bagan. They should have to win that match. Yeah, mindset mastery. Yeah, FC Goa were clearly FC Goa. They were trying to play football. They were trying to create things, but that opponent was just simply too good and too smart and too clever. And those are also factors in football. And how do you smartly, cleverly get into this? So therefore, yeah, Mohun Bagan yesterday, I don't think Mohun Bagan have to win it. I think if we saw the match yesterday, even a good Mohun Bagan would have a tough game against Ahal FK. And yeah, let's see. Have any Indian clubs made it knockouts in history? No, they've not made it. The ACL 2 is just the second season, so no one has made it. ACL also, Mumbai City and Goa, when they played, didn't make it to the knockouts. Indian clubs regularly made it from the AFC Cup, but that's a different competition. Rumors are that Petratos had a huge dispute with Molina after the match, and I guess Molina's days in Mohun Bagan is limited. However, yeah, I think we discussed it earlier. Someone asked earlier about it. It was clearly visible that there were problems between Molina and Petratos. I guess Petratos was unhappy that he didn't play. Yeah, do you do that in public? I don't know. Do you have to do that in public? I don't know. But they will have a conversation, and so yeah. Sorry, not rumors. Petratos did have a huge dispute. Zoravar, if it was a huge dispute, you don't know. I don't know. We don't know. They did have a dispute. Let's put it this way. You take the rumor out, you take the huge out, and say that Petratos had a dispute with Molina, which can happen between a coach and a player, because if you don't play, you don't do it actually publicly. You normally do it in a dressing room. But again, these things happen. They've happened. They will happen again and again. But yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, it's something which is disappointing to say the least. But yeah, again, I'm not sure. I still would like to know, and I don't know why that question wasn't asked at the press conference. Why did he start with 3 foreigners? And that's my simple question to Molina. It's like, why would you not play your best 11, and that would include 4, 5, 6 foreigners? That's the question, and I guess I don't know if there's an answer to that, but that's the question that I would like to ask him. What did Petratos do? Roshan, he argued with the coach. They had an argument, and yeah. Plus, go back, Molina chance was heard across stadium. Yeah, again, it's a question for Mr. Goenka and Vinay Chopra to decide. Do you want to continue with the coach, or do you want to change the coach? The coaches won you the title last season. At the moment, the question is this the team of the coach, or is it someone else's team? Those are the questions to be asked. And yeah, let's see. Well fought, FC Goa, hard luck. Yeah, Rudra, great fight, great. But in the end, the class of Al-Zawraa won it. And yeah, and this is the reality, right? As I said earlier, it has to click for an Indian team 100% if you're going to beat someone like that. And that's something which wasn't there today. So therefore, again, Goa did what Goa could do. Let's see. Positive result, at least a draw matters. We will lose our direct group stage spot in ACL2 if the two teams can't earn coefficient points. At least Goa gave a fight against Al-Zawraa. Yes, they did, but SB Sports Extremes, as you say, we need to win games, right? And Ahal has given Turkmenistan the additional points, rather. So therefore, it is difficult at the moment. I take this defeat any day in place of such a performance. Yesterday, it was the same last year against Rafshan Kolub. Yes, Rushabh, I totally agree with you. Yeah. and let's see what happens. We'll try to see Al Nassr and Istiklal later. Yes, Roshan should be an interesting one. I guess for most Al Nassr fans, the question is, will Ronaldo score? Will Mane score? Will Kingsley Coman score? Yeah, let's see. It's so difficult in ACL 2 stage. The Indian clubs are not a match for these Asian clubs. Tactically, we're no match. Foreigners too can't handle. Can't make any difference with the quality of our Indian players. Yeah. So, SB Sports Extremes couldn't agree more that too many missed chances. We still lack calmness and presence of mind in final third. Yeah, calmness is the main problem, but yeah, Kundam, again, that's the problem. But the problem is that even if Munir is gone, the rot will remain, which is VC. So the question is, if he's the problem, if the club is a problem, what is the problem, right? That is for Mohun Bagan to figure out. And how does Mohun Bagan decide? FC Goa fitness level and Sanjay Jingan absence hurt them. Yeah, mindset mastery. I don't think that Jingan was missed that much, because I thought Nimdorji Tamang played a very, very good game. Fitness level, yeah, you can't do anything because the match sharpness is missing. But you saw also with Al-Zawraa that they are also not in the best of their state. They had a lot of players who've come in, but again, two of the new Jordanian boys scoring, and this is what was the difference. Yeah, it is a level is EFC Challenge League. Rudro couldn't agree more. That's the reality. We are not ACL 2 level. I was mistaken to watch this match, waste my money. I don't. Indian football club will go. Iraq club can't win. Small club. Want owner say about the club performance. Rushwa, deserving win. FC Goa did their best, tried their best, but they were better. Istiklal drew with Al Nassr last season. Yeah, that's why, Rudro, they will want to shoot them out of the stadium. I think the quality of chances for Al-Zawraa were much better than FC Goa, even if FC Goa had more chances than them. 100% Rushabh. FC Goa very rarely got the ball on target. And secondly, Al-Zawraa had shots on post, on crossbar, on this and that, everything. So therefore, the 2-0 win, as much as it hurts, but the 2-0 win is deserving, sadly to say. Did the Iraqi club today play any foreigners? Yes, they did, Surava. They started with 4 foreigners. I don't know why we still protect this kind of performance. Bushwa, I'm not protecting it. At least, what ISL clubs pay to the old Europeans, they can get the same quality of Arabs or East Asian guys at lower wages, right? No, you can't. Because they won't come. Your problem is the Arabs will not come. Your yesterday we discussed Central Asian, Rushabh, and the East Asian guys will also not come, right? So they will not. And why will they come to India? They will stay in their own country. Or move to. Again, do you think that the ISL is a league for you to come in if you want to grow your career and become an international in your respective country in Asia? Right? It's not. And more younger guys, yeah, Rushabh, but then, that's sounds nice, but those guys will not come, right? The top quality. If you look at the I League, has had a lot of these players from Uzbekistan and Tajikistan and Komran Tursunov and all those guys, right? But are they, it's of a different level. If clubs can't win any FC match, how do we improve Indian football? Rushwa, we need to have a league, right? So therefore, for me, the ISL needs to happen. We need to improve the standard of the league internally before we think about big things abroad, right? That's the challenge at this moment in time, I would say. ISL is a retirement league. No, Zorawar, I wouldn't say it's a retirement league. There are, of course, older players, but yes, some players will retire, but it's not a classic retirement league for the foreign players. I don't think so. I would disagree with that point with you, because I think they are, the players are older, yes, but yeah. If the league is sorted and we have a long and stable league with at least 30 games per season, would they come? I don't think so. I don't think. Rishabh, we have money, right? Do we draw top level Asian talent to India? No, we don't. And I wouldn't waste my time. I will I would not waste my time to go around and try and find these and get these guys because they don't come. We used to have them, right? I remember when Mohun Bagan won the NFL in 2002, they had one of the best Uzbek players and Igor Shikvirin playing, right? And you've had these guys from the top Lebanese national team players and all in the past playing in the NFL or I-League. But these days, I don't think so. If clubs do better internationally, AFC then hope will make improvement in football. Yeah, but Rushwa, that is the challenge, right? To improve football. If you see our players today, then we see our players yesterday, we see the basics are bad. We should play with 4 foreigners, at least in our development with 6 foreigners. I don't know how these matches can help us. Naveed, how are we going to play with 4 foreigners? Did you see Mohun Bagan play with 3 foreigners yesterday against a full team of Turkmen? So East Bengal signing Ibusuki is a 34 Japanese centre forward. I've heard this, from an Australian A-League club which is shut down. Looks an interesting profile on paper, but let's wait and see if and when the player signs for East Bengal, and then we'll have to wait and see. Looks to me, it looks an interesting profile. Looks a very interesting profile to say the least. Nevertheless, good preseason for ISL. If you want to see it that way, Naveed, yes, it is good preseason for both FC Goa and Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Once more, reminder, guys, if you're liking what you're seeing, what you're hearing today, leave a like behind, share it with other people. Thanks to those of you who watched yesterday, more than 10,000 views for the first time of a live on this channel, 46 likes yesterday, 28 likes today. Share with other people and do join our conversations. We're moving very close to the 3,000 mark. We jumped today to 2,970 at this moment in time. Thank you very much. And again, keep on supporting. Majority of Mohun Bagan fans are furious after yesterday's performance. Many are now demanding Goenka to leave, saying that they would rather play in I-League rather than be in such a mess. So, and rather, when then Mohun Bagan plays in the I-League and plays only CFL, then the ISL is still happening, then the fans will say something else. So therefore, I don't take it seriously. Again, this is a money game, and to me, Mr. Goenka, we can discuss right, wrong, whatever, but again, Mohun Bagan without his money is in a state of Mohammedan Sporting, or a little better than Mohammedan Sporting, but in that situation at East Bengal, in the limbo that East Bengal has always been in between corporate partners. Was a mistake to watch this match, Mohammed Supergiant and FC Goa. Sorry, says Rushwa. No, Rushwa, you need to support Indian football. Again, if you want to get to the good times, you have to support the bad times, and these are the tough ones. It's embarrassing, to be honest. Mohun Bagan lost to an all-Turkmen team, and FC Goa lost to an all-Arab team apart, except in Africa. Our quality is so poor. Yeah, Rushwa. That's why I said, we should not be blinded by the CAFA Nations Cup results, right? That's why I said, and so for me, that's the reality. Now that you've seen FC Goa performance, how do you see the scoreline against Al Nassr? Anupam, away, I think Mumbai City lost 6-0 to Al Hilal, right? It could be 5-6 away, and maybe keep it to 2-3 at home. I think to start off. Indian players by the age of 24 should get game time in ISL. Iraq team had U23 player. Yeah, Joseph, they need to, but again, they need to be better, right? They need to be better than the others to play. The coach will play the best 11 that he thinks is the best 11. That is the challenge for Manolo Marquez or for any other coach, right? That's your challenge. That is your challenge at the end of the day, to have the right players in your squad to be able to play the best potential game. And that's the challenge that you will always have. And Manolo chose a team that can play his kind of football, his style of football, the under 23 players need to push for their positions, and Bryson needs to push for his position to be part of this, right? So, that's part of the big challenge at the moment, I think, and I feel, and therefore we need to wait and see what happens on that front. Right, 2 hours and 15 plus minutes on this live. Once more, reminder, like, share, and subscribe. Watch the shorter videos that I try and create and do. Did something earlier today, which was sort of a Mohun Bagan loss review and a preview of FC Goa's game. Again, Khalid Jameen's probables, discuss a video which I find very important, but hasn't got the views. Do watch it. Is that the AFF Academy creation, the pros and the cons? I think the AFF made certain changes which I don't feel is right. And are the Indian clubs going to play Super Cup or not? That's the situation. Lessons for the Indian teams from CAFA and from CAFA Nations Cup and from the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup. So do watch those as well. In my opinion, Indian players need to be paid less. This is why pre-2014 was somewhat better, as players were paid 45, 50,000 per month, which in my opinion should be the amount they deserve. They did not get 45 to 50,000. They were already getting paid in lakhs. I don't know where you got your numbers from, Zorawar, but players at East Bengal, Mohun Bagan or BFC were not getting 45 or 50,000. So they were already players who were earning in crores, right? I remember Shubroto Pal and Goramangi Singh were paid in crores when they joined Prayag United Sports, right? So they deserve less, I agree with you, but how are you going to turn it back? Indian Football Club just want to win ISL, only nothing about AFC. If they do better international AFC, the club popular became new brand. Listen, Rushwa, we're not good enough. If you're saying you're going to be better in Asia, as Mr. Goenka has been saying, then the team has to be better. We're not good enough to be. And success in Asia doesn't mean that more people will come, right? FC Goa today, I don't know how much, what was the attendance? 7,000? Maybe if you added up 10,000? What do you expect from 19th press conference by AFF and head coach of national team? Credit Chaudhuri? Yeah, of course. Anupam, your second question is your answer. I still destroyed this by increasing salary tenfold. Even 19-year-olds are getting paid in lakhs. So rather, it started in 1995, 96, when JCT started paying players in lakhs in the NFL, and then the lakhs became crores in the I-League, and now it's multi-crores in the ISL. This process is not a process of the last few years. It's a process of the last 29 years, I would say, 20 or 30 years, right? When Samit Thapa tried to create the JCT super team. So therefore, it's not a new, the ISL is taking it to a different level, but it has been a problem for years. Right, now, 2 hours, 18 minutes. Now I slowly come to an end of this live watch along. FC Goa lose 0-2 to Al-Zawraa of Iraq. Good performance by FC Goa. Gave them a fight. But the quality in the end won this game, and we'll hopefully see better performances. Let's see what happens in the coming days in Indian football. I'll be back with the live tomorrow evening where we can discuss all these and other things related to Indian football. But as I say, like, share and subscribe. Help the channel to grow towards crossing the 3,000 mark. Again, we're slowly getting there. Thanks to you all, and let's see what happens. Yes, I will do a live streaming tomorrow. Zorawar and Molina sacking Arnav. Let's wait and see. Could happen. Good night, Zorawar. Good night, everybody else. And I'll catch you tomorrow in my latest live. Bye.